Alright, I believe I am back. Am I? Wait, okay, there's that. Yay, it says it. It's going. Okay, now hang on, let's see if this happens. Nope, it didn't. Okay. Okay, well, let me try this. Let me try this. I'm not being really crazy here. A little crazy, maybe. But when I just loaded up, it said I got something, but I had to hit escape because there was something I needed to do quickly, just to leave and, you know, make sure that the recording was going, and did of course, you know, clear stuff and then doesn't bring it back. Okay. Letter to Sokos, cultist clue. Got it. Letter to okay, okay. So it's in relation to that. Thank you. See, it's annoying when stuff comes up like that, and you don't actually know what the hell it's talking about. Alright. And also I just turned chill back off, because that was on. Alright. Where... Oh yeah, that's kind of scary, because I see that and I'm like, maybe I should go here and work on this. Mikos. Why does that sound familiar? Okay. Okay. Because of how this is... Damn, how do I... Trying to decide, do I want to... Okay, yes, this I'll do it this way. I'll go like this and then like that. So, there first. Alright. I don't know what to talk about. Because I know I was talking a whole lot, just more personal stuff, which, I mean, just for review, I shouldn't be doing that. But I don't know, I also just thought, I wasn't thinking too much actually, but just the silly emails. I do feel though, like if more spam comes up, I may look at that and just talk about that, because that I think could be funny. I mean, it's just how stupid do some spammers think we really are? Then of course they are successful at it with some, so it is that. There are so many forts. And this one has the nation chest. I want that marked specifically. Okay, let me just check. No, okay. That I could, but that I can't. I think. Well, hey, yeah, let's go. I feel like there was a game, not an Assassin's Creed game necessarily, but a game where you did have a pet like that, like Icarus is, or Senu in Origins, and you could send it to do exactly that thing, where it would release the caged animals. Okay, I don't actually want to engage that guy. What I want to do is get to the beacon. I'm purely just trying to... Okay, you know what? Just trying to make sure... So there is somebody up there. That could be a little bit of a problem. I was really hoping I could get her to grab the side. Where's this guy going? Oh, this is risky. This is risky. Let's do it though. What game? There was a game. There was a game that had assassination as part of its design. Might have been an Assassin's Creed game. Might have been Hitman. I don't remember now. But one of the things that you could do is whenever you kill someone, you may, I think it was Hitman, you would instantly pick them up. That was an option. So it was kill and pick up. Okay. This is not a good idea. Let's do it. Okay. Damn. Okay. Let's dispose of bodies. And I see a guy coming. Alright, I have no idea what is actually beneath this ledge, by the way. Aside from currently a graveyard of sorts. Interesting. Sometimes the enemies lose their shield from this, but not always. By this I mean an assassination attempt, at least. Thought that was gonna work. I should really look down. Where am I throwing these guys? Okay, just on a box below. This kind of feels like I think it was at the Cyclops' location, and the gangster Cyclops guy, not the actual Cyclops. What was his name? Bronte? I think it said Bronte the Thunderer or something like that. You know, where I just kept killing people in the same bush. Because they just kept coming. Oh. Didn't realize that was right there. Alright. Oh, there's the captain. Just this guy up above and then the captain below. So if I get this guy, I should be free to attack the captain as I wish. Damn it. Didn't notice this guy coming. Oh, this might be helpful though. Damn it. Not what I meant to do. Guess I can do this whole thing. To success. Or at least some measure of success. Wait a minute, that won't work. They will come in. That's why that guy was coming. Oh, crap. Okay. There, with the other. There's the other. It's interesting how nobody ever notices the bloodstains. At least no NPC ever really notices bloodstains in a game like this. But no, I think it's possible it was coming in. Well, actually, I don't know if this is morning or night. Well, if this is morning or evening. If it's evening, then he may have been coming in to change shift, basically. Why are some of these guys on high alert, it seems? Will this work? It might. Yep. Okay, he stopped. I think I was far enough away it would be safe. He's not gonna come. Got two guys over there and one captain right here. Okay, this guy's coming over here though. Okay, he's gonna come out here. Son of a bitch. Not gonna work. This will work, though. Spy better? Why does it look like he has a body? Shoot, I think he does. There's still two. The guy up there and the guy down there. Alright, this guy first. He's closer. Alright, that, to my knowledge, is everything here. Well, everybody. So this is my fort now. Oh, perfect. That is perfect. Wait. Huh, interesting. I guess I'm just not holding the arrows to them long enough. Yeah, this one actually didn't ignite. There we go. Oh! Did not know he was there. If I didn't choose to go up that way, I would not have even known he was there either. He would have survived. Okay. I want to look at something quick. This is in the Andes.
Spying on Sparta, Athenian? Maybe you could use some help.
The commander of the unit I've been spying on suspects me of passing information to the Athenians.
Maybe you're not a very good spy.
Maybe not. But the Spartan commander is about to have me killed. And Athens needs the information I've written on this papyrus.
Let me guess. You need me to kill the Spartan commander.
Yes, he must die.
You haven't heard? That's already been taken care of. By me.
Well done, my friend. You've earned your keep, that's for sure. Please, accept this as thanks.
Thank you.
So, am I supposed to assume then that he was in fact pretending to be Spartan?
There'll be trouble if I'm
Screw it. I'm strong enough.
For honor! I'm gonna make this hurt!
Yeah, at least want to look. If there's a felucca nearby, I'll try to head straight out to it. If there isn't, then I'll wait when I'm on the other side.
Ella.
There's a felucca next to it. Well, it's not that far out. Aha! Now I understand it, though. And there was blood in the water there. Oh, that was easy. Hello, Bruce. Goodbye, Bruce. I think that's the one I want to go to. Yep. That's interesting. I just looked over and there's stuttering in the video there. Yeah. Oh, OBS is saying it's dropping a lot of frames. I do not know why. Sorry, I mean it's. Oh, hang on, let me. It shouldn't be the CPU. Could be the GPU, but that doesn't make any sense. View current log. What's it gonna tell me? Nope. Which isn't surprising. We would want to finish first. Yeah. What's that? Leave that. But yeah, the temperature on the CPU is not that high. 60 degrees. That's not that high. When I do some video encoding work, where it's just here, take this and go as fast as you can, that'll hit 75 easy. Yeah. The GPU going up to 85, I don't like that, but I don't really have a solution for that at the moment. Got a crazy idea for something, but that's not actionable for a while, even if the pipe dream kind of stuff would work out for that. It's really just, I wouldn't mind the idea of having it water cooled, but the thing is that I don't want to be swapping back and forth cooling solutions whenever using it for testing, because most people don't water cool their GPUs, so it would kind of invalidate it for testing purposes. I don't like that. So I'd need a second Vega 64, and I do not want to spend the money on that. It's not currently. It's one thing to want to spend the money to build a second computer for performance testing, and another to want to get a second piece of hardware that I already have, just so that then I can spend even more money on something, because I would have to spend the money to get the liquid cooling stuff. I mean, it would not add up to being worth it. Although I guess it's also possible that this, well, yeah, even then I still wouldn't want to do it. Some people would probably say, oh, just try repasting it. Maybe the paster's gone bad. That's still a lot more than I'm really comfortable doing when I only have one. And I'd be doing for the first time. And you don't just repaste a GPU either, from what I can tell. You also need the new thermal pads for the VRM as well, the voltage management stuff. Oh, well, that's annoying. No. There. Hey, the bounty's cleared. Yay. Nope, come on. There we go. I keep hitting E and nothing happens. There. Oops. I'll just wait. You know, it's funny. That fire's better than sometimes when I see it, because it's like it actually has enough brightness to the flames that you can't actually see through them. But there have been some fires I've seen where in this game where it's actually partially transparent and it doesn't look right. I mean, there should be some transparency, but not when it's a brightly burning fire. The brightness would make it opaque, effectively. Yeah, that's actually a weird thing to think about now for me. Technically, shouldn't fire be transparent if it weren't for the fact that it was giving off light? Well, I mean, I guess we know that because there are invisible fires where it's just what it burns doesn't have the soot there to the components there that glow with black body radiation, which is how we get the colors we do in fire. I only just noticed the detail on the columns. They are detailed. This is... I've said it before, and I'll be saying it again in the review. It is a good-looking game. It really is. Alright, yeah. So I'll pick this one up later. Oh yeah, what do I want to put that point into? It's risky, but... Okay, you do need to assign it. See, if it were just passive, that would be nice, but it isn't. Alright, so then... Yeah, let me... That's not really what I want. Alright, yeah, screenshot it. Alright, and... Yeah, I'll just put that point in there. Alright, so... Alright. Thinking about doing it just for memory, but I don't really want to risk it. Here, you know what? Here's how I'm gonna do it. Down there. There. Then... You know, that actually... How many points did I put in there? 2. Okay. Nothing in that row, but I think, let me just... What exactly is the difference here? Why would it... I mean, you're inflicting a fraction of it, though. What's the point there? I mean, this seems like it would be the more valuable thing. Oh! Well, now that's different. Okay. It would be so nice if you got more of this information up front. Alright. Wait. Right? Yes. Yeah, it's already there. I'm just assuming that this is... It requires one of the 4 slots, so... But I don't know. There. Alright. No, hang on. Let me actually just... Sorry, I was thinking P for powers. Alright. Close that. Here. Cry of Ares. Is that it? Battle Cry of Ares, okay. Sure. Okay, that doesn't make it clear what it does. Maybe this will tell me. No. Nope. See, I don't know if it's something like it's a hold R to do, whereas this is a hold F. It doesn't tell you. That would be very, very valuable. This was an ability you need to assign. I just don't know. And also not knowing how things upgrade is unfortunate as well, because sometimes it does make a change, like the whole, hey, suddenly the shields explode. It's like, that's nice to know. It's not just disarming and doing some damage and then stunning. It's like they explode to do damage to everyone around. Oh! That's a significant change. And the fact that this is just a, yeah, hold F. That's significant. I wish I had known. I would have picked it earlier. Because it's adding to what you got. It's not this other ability that I now have to worry about slotting in, taking the place of something else, and what have you. It's just that. Okay, so it does take 1 adrenaline, but by doubling the damage, I'm killing them. Actually, no, it's more than doubling at this point, right? Oh, hang on. Let me just... Dealing 300%. Okay, so it's tripling. It is tripling. It's not an additional 300%, which would be quadrupling. So that is actually a very, very valuable skill if you're doing like I am at times, where I am trying to just go through and assassinate everyone. Because those times that it isn't enough, well, you got this in your back pocket. Alright. Get down to that. I know about that one? Yes, I did. Yeah, I saw that there. I just didn't remember it when it popped up there. Oh, hello, Mr. Wolf. I'm sorry, I'm just wondering something. Okay, so... Okay, so it's just 10% health gain per adrenaline spent, and we got 8 segments, which would mean in theory if I could spend them fast enough, I could get back 80% of my health just from the adrenaline. Not bad. Of course, I don't think you can spend them that fast, but... Well, you should be able to go quickly, though. Quickly enough to keep yourself alive. Come on. You know, and I will say one thing. It is fair for me to criticize... I don't think it's fair for me to criticize anything in the game. But it would be fair for me to complain about the abilities really should be more upfront about how they work. It's like a short video doesn't tell you like how they're used, for example, this one. I don't really think it matters too much for that. I mean, the engraving stuff, that's more of an issue to me. How that's handled is, it bothers me more, where there's no sorting, you can't track those that you unlock through actions, like killing with spear. You know, that's... The heck? Okay. So there's... White Wolf Cave without a wolf. Anyway. But yeah, to me it's like, yeah, the engravings, that's more of a, yeah, the system really isn't as well implemented as it should be, and as it could be. Whereas this is like, well, yeah, but, you know, you can always try it. You know, part of the getting of abilities is seeing how well they work for you. Like this, the fact that it is just hold F and this happens, that integrates into my play style perfectly. There's no issue there now that I know that. And even if there was, I was willing to give it a shot in place of the Hermes thing. So, you know, it's you're meant to learn there. Engravings, no. They're telling you up front what they do, less the information that, oh, some at least aren't supposed to stack. But it's still, it's like, you know, that's different. And also you select them, except for the gear where, yeah, you're given you get the gear, you find the gear with it on there, but that allows you to experiment safely. So it's you can experiment without significant cost. So it's yeah, it's different there. Because, you know, part of the issue is we're not given specific information on their function. It's just, it's there. But you can experiment with how it will integrate with your playstyle. That you're free to do. You just don't actually know what the impact is. Alright. Oh.
Someone over there? Wait a minute.
Nope. Now, like him, that's perfect. You can't kill him in one assassination attempt. This guy too.
There's an intruder.
But I'm going to spend an adrenaline point for that. Get him in one shot. Works for me. This guy too. There we go. Damn it. That's awkward. Stabbing through somebody's head by hitting the ground. Very weird. Welcome to Open World Games. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. You can't account for everything. Really, in any game. Say open. If this was strictly a linear game, you could still have that issue. But it doesn't really matter. It's only an animation issue. It's not an actual behavior issue. So if it were a behavior issue, oh, then I would be angry. But not just angry because of it happening, angry that anyone would program a game that would allow that to be possible. But that is not the case because people do not program games that badly. Or if they do, they don't get to work at Ubisoft. I know there are people out there that really dislike Ubisoft. They got professionals. They may make decisions you disagree with. They make decisions I disagree with as well, but they're not idiots. They're just making decisions you disagree with. Welcome to life. And for the most part, for this game, they made decisions I agree with. I'm enjoying this game. I got criticisms, but that's just that. I got criticisms. There are things I think they could do better. I just remembered something interesting. It was interesting to me. I had mentioned in a previous video, just as something to talk about, the whole issue with Intel and them having commissioned benchmarks concerning the performance of the i990 9900K. Yeah, I just realized I got an email. Yeah, don't care. At least not right now. How much is it? I'll pay it. But yeah, and how they basically the benchmark. I want to take care of the customs house first. I'll be right there. Was a joke. Like they were comparing the 8-core 16-thread 9900K against the 2700X when it was using different settings on the RAM, it appears. And not... their argument to use the fastest rated approved speed for the memory on according to the CPU, I'm not really seeing anyone complain about that, and I think that that's fair to not complain about. But the fact that the timings weren't done correctly, at least according to what was written in the report, there's a problem there. Either that they made that mistake in the report, or that or how they actually handled it. But the whole running it at an 8-core 16-thread CPU as a 4-core 8-thread CPU is a problem. Anyway. Sort of related to that was a video where it was, well, yeah, I'll talk to
Calm down and tell me what's wrong.
My husband, he's late. No, missing. He and his friend have tracked a giant wolf south of Mytilene. They want it spelt.
He better be a good hunter.
Without knowing, all I can do is worry.
If you say so.
Can I hire you to find my husband and kill the giant wolf for me?
Why would I need to kill the wolf? I can just bring back your husband and his friend.
If you don't, those two idiots will continue their hunt. I need this nightmare to stop, and I'll give you my husband's helmet as payment.
I'll find your husband and kill the giant wolf once and for all.
Thank you, Miss Dios. If there's anything I can do to help.
Yeah, I need no way.
What makes you think it's not just an ordinary wolf?
My husband says it's twice the size as any he's seen.
Where south of Mytilene did he track the wolf to?
He tracked it southwest to the mountains, and set up a lookout near a shrine.
I'll find your husband and his friend, and kill the giant wolf for you.
May Artemis guide your arrows.
Alright. I actually want this. Yeah, shrine of course. So, I mean, you'd think it's gonna be that. And the wolf was already dead. They succeeded, though maybe they themselves are dead as well. Anyway, the video was between Steve of Gamers Nexus and, oh crap, I can't remember his name now. Gordon? Is that his name? From PC World? Because those two were at the launch event that Intel held. And it was funny, was it at that or was it later? I think it was a later video where Steve was talking about how Intel actually did a very good job of that launch event. They really did. And then this report just, you know, ruined all the goodwill they had. But anyway, in that video when he's talking with, I think his name is Gordon, and please forgive me if I'm wrong.
That must be the shrine the wife mentioned.
How he's never happy with anything. How Steve is never happy with anything. That he doesn't think he could do his job if he ever were happy. That is not how I am with this. And I'm not disagreeing with him. I'm not saying that that's a wrong view to have. That, hey, if he feels that that's how he should do his stuff, that's how he should do it. Alright, I mean, I have a different approach to things.
Killed by the wolf. I wonder if this is the husband. Blood. The wolf must have dragged the other man. To a cave, maybe.
Okay, do I just go to the... No. I enjoy games. Like, unless they're really bad, I just enjoy them.
Hunting gear. The men were here.
So, you know, it's not that I ever approach a game or come out of a game thinking I'm unhappy and should be unhappy.
Those must be the
Or
mountains
anything
where the
like that.
hunters track
It's,
the
no,
wolf.
I'm gonna... If there are problems here, I want to criticize them. If there are things that could be better, I want to criticize them.
It's huge. But if it's dead, what killed these men?
And yeah, there's nothing wrong with his approach, though. I mean, it's... definitely very
Who's there?
fair to always
A
want
woman
more.
sent me to kill a giant wolf and save her husband and his friend.
I'm the friend. Her husband, he's dead. We killed the giant wolf, but she was full of pups. A terrible mistake. We didn't know.
What's down there?
We, finished skinning the sea-wolf, then heard a sad and terrible howl. It was the mate. It tore into my friend and dragged me here. It's waiting.
It wants revenge.
You've got to kill it, or we die.
I'm just unsure how this is really a decision. Yeah, you can defend the
I'm
human,
not here
but
to
it's-
judge. I was hired to kill a wolf. Wait here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I mean, yeah, they were idiots, but I mean, it's not like it's appropriate to just leave the wolf to kill him. Alright. Oh, he died. I'll at least take his body out of here. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I could approach something quite like that, though. Just never being happy like that. I mean, never being satisfied. That I'll fully grant. That's a good way to approach things if you want to be very critical. But yeah. I am happy, though. I try to be happy. I want to be happy. And playing games is a way that I can be happy. Even games that frustrate me. Even games that give me reason to get angry. They can still also make me happy. Like, oh god, yeah, Super Meat Boy. In a way, that game made me happy. Dark Souls, not so much, no. And by that I mean the whole franchise. It didn't really give me happiness, except when I finished it. And knew that I would never have to return to it. That made me happy. But that's different than people mean or want. Hello. Wait. Oh crap! I didn't realize it was in a red zone. Sorry. Yeah, games should be for enjoyment.
My husband hasn't returned. Please tell me he's coming.
Your husband is dead.
No!
But I killed the wolf and brought you its pelt. You can take comfort knowing he was avenged.
Comfort? Avenged? My husband is dead. Nothing will ever change that fact. Take his helmet and leave.
You know, that is also a valid point. She'd have been pissed anyway. Alright, here, I think that might be the mission that, Diana, was it Diana? I think it may have been Diana, that she is going to give me. That she mentioned after I turned in all the pellets. It also just occurred to me, I don't think I could do these reviews if I couldn't be happy with the games, because I mean, it's like, how many hours am I at? I'd be at 76 hours right, 76 and a half hours right now in this game. I have to be happy with the games I play when playing them, even if there are reasons I don't like them, even if it feels like drudgery, which is not the case here. Because I wouldn't be able to get through. Though I do feel like there is one game that I did sort of give up on. I just don't remember what it was. The games I would have wanted to give up on and didn't. Okay, yeah, I guess in a way that could count. Fez. Because I didn't complete the game. Like, I didn't like the game. Once I got to a certain point, it's like, okay, I've reached the end. I'm done. I'm out. There's so much. There was still plenty more you could do. But it's like, no, I'm done. I don't like this game. But I still did reach the end of the game. Okay, it is. Borderlands, the free sequel, that's another game I did not like. And I would have finished that, well... No, I wouldn't have finished that game sooner. I would have still wanted to get to the end just to confirm that, no, it really is that unenjoyable for me. And holy crap, was that really not a fun game. And in a way, the end did a very good job of confirming that it's not a fun game, at least not for me. Because what's when the guards are a high level? Interesting. What's one of the things that happens after you beat the final boss, or at least when I played it when it was released? What happens? You now have to run all the way. There's not fast travel out. You have to run all the way back. Damn it! You have to run all the way back through basically the final level with all of its enemies. It just... How could anyone think that's appropriate to do? Completely lost. It's like you've beaten the final boss, which I did not like that fight also. There were many aspects to that game I did not like. But then you have to run back. It makes no sense. Absolutely no sense why anyone would design the game to be like that. But that is what they did. And now a weird thing. For the anniversary of PlayStation VR and roughly 10th anniversary of the Borderlands series, a VR version of Borderlands 2 is coming to PlayStation. I don't have a PlayStation. If I did, maybe I'd try to get a review key. But I don't, so I don't care. I don't know about that. I'm also kind of confused about a little bit of it too. Because all the Borderlands games have been UE3, Unreal Engine 3 based. How do you... Does that really support VR? Or is this perhaps going to be a Unreal Engine 4 game? Because I could see it being a, well, we at Gearbox want to shift over to Unreal Engine 4. This seems a good way of learning it, like the assets and move over. Although that's not necessarily easy. I know at least one person working with the Unreal Engine 4 who has experience with Unreal Engine 3 is coming from that, and just translating assets over is not that easy. Ah, son of a bitch. I just don't like these. It's like, it's neat, they explode, boom, all that, but it's just, that happens, and look at how much, destroying supplies is such a hit. Plus, it doesn't make sense. How does this really weaken? I mean, you're destroying the food that people need. That doesn't make sense to me. mean, at least the supply crates, those are like war supplies. The nation chest, it says at one point, is you know, what pays the soldiers. Oh, you want to run, dude? Crap! I'm out. I'm out of here. So it's like, you know, that, yeah, we're hitting the war machine in the area, the military in the area. This is gonna hurt the people. I do not get it. And it's, well, you gotta do it if you want to complete things. It's like, well, I do. You're making me do things I don't want to do. There are a lot of mercenaries here right now. Right.
The mighty Eagle Bearer. Rumor has it you command one of the fiercest
Okay, I'm gonna
ships
start
at sea.
skipping ahead.
Join up.
My crew and
We know what they're saying, okay? Big war. And also, I got that exact same speech in the previous part before the one dude, the Obsidian Island cultist.
We've been waiting for you!
Start throwing! Archers to the front! Throw spear! Everyone, ready for impact! Ready, go! Ease up!
Get ready to fire!
Like the ball! Ready, arrow! We're at full speed! Archers!
I am not playing this very smart.
Get them to fire on us! Can't take any more fire! Storm ahead, Commander! Then fire! Any second! Commander, one more hit could sink us! Here, punch!
Brace yourself!
Perfect!
I don't fully know what happened there. It didn't help that suddenly the other guy showed up. I also wish ramming did more damage. It really is lackluster. Because it's like, I want to ram. It's a freaking try. Well, actually, I don't know what the address is.
Waiting your orders, Commander!
Lower the sail!
But it's like, you know, that's part of the fun. Ramming.
Be ready! Archers, get ready! Attack with your... Forward!
Enemy is about to do! Watch for those arrows!
Burn them down!
We're taking damage from the flames!
Ready yourselves for boarding! On my lead!
very hard to aim this far. Okay. Again, a lot less useful than both things. I mean, it's nice, but man, if you can't aim it, then it doesn't add as much.
Much to do, and many unknowns. Looks like something valuable.
Let's get the firing. Then worry about
Let's move!
the driving there and
We've reached full
the
speed!
heavy driving.
Ready to shoot! Get them!
Let's take to speed.
Loose spear! Look out! Arnold! Archer! We need you! Rowan! Go!
Out of sight, out of mind.
Join me! Prepare to board the maggots!
Now it doesn't matter how you Wait, I just realized that he was level 52. Next level's 50. What the hell? That is something I have to admit I don't like. In general, is that games deciding, or developers deciding that, yeah, enemies, they don't have to obey the level cap of the player. It's like, no, there should be parity between player and enemy, or player is better. Arguably, players should be better. Actually, player has to be better in some ways because there are some ways that the enemy will almost always be better. Best example would be an archer or any enemy in a first-person shooter that also fires, because they have unlimited ammo.
Enemy setting fire!
Increase speed! Now! Slow the ship!
Yeah, I mean, think about it. In this game, an archer never has to stop firing. Oh, true, they don't really have to fire all that much. But it's just one of those truths of games that they get unlimited ammo, you don't. Then we accept that. Well, I wonder if maybe part of it's just because programming the AI to properly conserve ammo could probably be a bit nuts. Also be pretty cool, but you kill them and you loot them, you don't get that ammo. You get only, maybe like 5 ammo out of an enemy that was throwing so much more lead your way. It doesn't make any sense, but that's part of games. Deal with it. Also sort of like how in some cases you find enemies that have disturbingly more health than you.
Much to do, and many unknowns.
Well, that's in part because you can do so much damage. They need that. It's a weird balancing thing. It's like how, okay, let me actually look. That'd be here, I believe. Yeah, I've got 58,000 health. Which, by the way, it's a meaningless value, in case you were wondering. The health in this game, definitely meaningless. As far as what the specific value is. The amount of health you have in general, like out of 100%, that matters. That has meaning. But the actual value, you know, it's pointless.
Ready the oars! Speed up! Everyone to
But
your
some
positions!
enemies that are well over 100,000. And they might not even be
I need
actually way to check potentially. But I wanted to finish this first. Oh, remember.
Everybody brace! Get ready to fire! Get those arrows lit! Everyone! Brace!
They're set to fire!
Archers! Ready!
They're set to fire on us!
Let's move it! There!
Incoming arrows! Prepare for enemy fire!
Come on!
Yeah, I can get the assassin damage, because I think that is actually how much damage you do when you assassinate. At least it makes sense. But yeah, like in that elite, he may have. I'm just like, okay, I just am doing almost 10,000 health. Like 9,800 health is what it was showing. Okay, and I'm doing like not even a tenth his damage. So he has over 100,000 health. Not a big deal, because I can do a lot more damage than him. But also, I have more capability to heal. Yeah, even that lowly normal guy right there, he probably has more health than me. But I can do a lot more damage than him. And I can heal him. So what do you think? How did I get on this topic? Oh yeah, just parity between player and enemy. It's not so simple.
Hit them with your spear!
How did I get? Oh, okay. Wow. I want that. Let's fast travel here. But yeah, there's a lot of weird invisible stuff that you don't see, like enemy health and such, and it makes it weird, especially if it ever does get exposed. And then like in a game like this, wow, I only have about 6,000 health, and and a normal guy. A normal enemy has 100,000 health. How is that fair? It's like, well, you do like 10 times the damage they will do. So it is fair. And there have been some games when sometimes that's exposed. It's also, sometimes enemies don't have armor. They don't have something that reduces the damage they take. Yeah, look at this. 67,000 assassins. So, with assassinations and knockouts. So I do more damage, more assassination damage than I have in health. And that's still not enough to kill a number of enemies. Okay? That's the situation, but that's okay. I mean, it does confirm that the enemies definitely have more health than me. But that's okay, because I do so much more damage than they do. Also, I can actually assassinate them. They can't assassinate me. So it works out. Why not? I'm not gonna worry about the just normal arrow though. Alright. Why does that stuff not stack? Something else I kind of wonder about. What are the limits to how much you can hold? I mean, there's definitely like no sink for this stuff to just pour resources into, short of like selling it, I guess. In which case, then what do you spend? What do you buy? I should check this. Nope. I don't want to pick up any time limited ones. I think that that's a fair thing for a. No, I actually want to finish the game and complete it. Those are optional, very, very optional. So.
Brett, do you have fear in your heart?
I should cut out yours just for asking.
Ha! I have a highly lucrative job offer, a dangerous one too. If you had fear in your heart, you might not be fit for the task at hand.
Fear is natural. It helps us survive.
Ah, but survival is never guaranteed when facing bears.
What do you want with them?
I need some skins to make some breastplates. The best come from Chios Island, north of Chios City. I'll make one for you too, if you get them for me.
I'll get the bearskins for you.
Excellent! If you survive, I'll reward you with the finest breastplate ever created.
Somehow I doubt that.
These bears, where can I find them?
In the haunted forest of Artemis, north of Chios City.
I have the feeling you could talk about bears all day. I'll return when I have the skins.
Do hurry. I've got paying customers waiting for breastplates made from those skins.
Where is this though? Yeah, that's down here. Wait a minute. Is this maybe where? Maybe this is where I went to meet her. That would make sense actually, since I haven't found anything here yet. But that's fine. I'm gonna focus on this island for now, though.
Chios Island to get the bearskins.
I'll pick it up. Don't worry. I'll do it. I want to do everything. I want to clear everything. Every question mark. All that. It's how, you know, let me get the full experience of the game. You know, it seems fair to do that for a review. And that's also how I want to play games. Unless I really don't like them. Then it may be I want to get out of this. But that's not the case here. I really am enjoying this. I mean, it's long, which I kind of dislike just because I want to write the review, but it's only for that reason. I am enjoying it. It is... Seeing the criticisms in headlines that I had seen, that some people saying it's artificially long, it's like... It's a large game. There's a lot of stuff for exploration. And I enjoy exploring, so this actually, you know, like, it works perfectly for me. I do not have a complaint for its length. Alright. I mean, hey, if you don't want a game this long, if that's a negative for you, it's a negative for you. It's not for me. Alright, there. Now the funny thing is, I normally complete games rather quickly. Like, I remember for Middle-earth Shadow of War, there were complaints about that game that, oh, it'll take, like, you know, over 100 hours to do the Shadow Wars stuff unless you pay for things. I think I did that in like 50 hours. Actually, I want that. I don't remember. I'd have to look at the review. But no, I did actually reach the actual conclusion of the Shadow Wars, the 10 acts there, and I will grant, that was not that great a design, but it is what it is. Although they changed it, so it's... Crap, I don't remember what it said. I want to say 3 parts to it now. So it's much shorter. But you could continue doing it, and those that had already completed it, like me, would get gear, special gear, as a result, special gear set. It was actually kind of interesting. It, let me see, I think it may still been 5 items to a set. It might, maybe it was 6, like in this game. But in Shadow of War, it includes the weapons. Okay? So imagine where you had the armor in here, that's constant. But you had a weapon that also ties into it, that's also part of the gear. But you have 3 different versions. It's actually more than Shadow of War, but let's just say 3 different versions. One that is warrior-based, one that is hunter-based, and one that is assassin-based, since we have those 3 damage checks here. That's what it was like. That's what that set is like. But that's actually kind of neat. I appreciate that. You know, giving you that choice between them without breaking the set. But it's still, I'm saying, I did that all apparently very quick. Compared to at least what people were complaining about. And I've had other games like that too. True, developers and publishers will talk up the length of a game potentially. Because for some that is actually a selling point. You know, being able to say that, hey, you'll spend 100 hours in this game. That for some is important, because that makes it sound like, oh, I'm going to get more out of this game. You know, more value out of it. But then it's like, it's probably why I always want to report playtime for a game, because if it turns out that, yeah, they said 100 hours, I did it in 60, 70 hours. You know, well, yeah, but I may be playing faster, more efficiently than they're expecting, but still, that's quite a gulf there. I think I have had one game though, where it was like, oh, this is a 40-hour game, I did it in 20. That's more of a problem. I mean, you're 20 hours off. That's off by 100%. That's harder to explain away. I don't remember what game that may have been, though. Honestly, you shouldn't be paying attention to... Well, you shouldn't put much weight in what developers and publishers say for length of the game. Judge that based on what you know for your own playstyle. It's like, I mean, if you've played a game like Assassin's Creed Origins before, and I don't recall if they ever actually said something for how long they expect it to take to complete this game. I remember them saying it's like twice as large as Origins, and I believe it. Crap, come on. I want to get back here. Alright. Actually, let me check something. It does seem like you don't... Okay, so that one. But I mean, just guess based on the genre, the type of game it is, just how long do you think it'll take you? And sometimes, yes, genre is actually a good way to estimate how long a game will take you. So, like, take the newer Wolfenstein games. These are linear first-person shooters, 10-15 hours. That is a fair guess, just based on that. And they both are about 10-15 hour games. New Order, though, oh, I like that game. That's a good game. You can get a lot more time out of that, too. If you want. I did once. So, I was very happy with that. I didn't care so much for New Colossus, Wolfenstein 2 New Colossus. In a way, there's a certain one of the reasons why I can explain with this game in comparison to this game. Not gonna actually put this in the review, but I'll talk about it. One of the things I didn't like is that the story to New Colossus was meaningless to me. I mean, it's just okay. They're Nazis in America and we're trying to free them, but we never meet the American people. It's like you only ever meet resistance fighters, really. So you're only meeting people that are already fighting them. You're not setting up that, hey, this is a really bad thing. I mean, we can accept that it is bad. That's easy. It is Nazis, after all. But the problem is that it felt like the idea was, it's Nazis, this is bad, you have to kill them. It's like, that's not good enough. Give me more motivation than that. And there were so many opportunities for things and just completely missed. It's like, at least with New Order, it was also an introduction to what's going on. And you were presented with reasons to not like the Nazis, to really hate them. Because you were seeing people that you were helping that weren't resistance fighters, were just people. It's like, that's a big deal. That's a motivation. New Colossus, it did not feel like it had that for me. Now take this game. Yes, we do see people that are in fact being impacted by the cult. But you can also argue, well, but it's minority people. Because the cult is operating in the background. But that's still, it can still be very motivating. Because, you know, you want to get rid of them. Because that can actually raise the stakes. That they have this much power and influence despite being in the background. Also, we are aware of the fact that the war is their due.
What are we going to do?
According
What's
to the
wrong?
game.
My workers are sick. At this rate, I won't be able to feed
And
my
there's
own
stuff like
family,
this.
never mind theirs.
The good news is this isn't the work of the gods, but a sickness of the body, the throat in particular. I could treat the workers if I had my medical supplies. Misthios, would you get them for me?
It's like this. Nothing whatsoever to do with the cult. You're just helping people.
I wouldn't want
Wait.
them to suffer.
Well said. Such goodwill deserves a reward, doesn't it?
Huh? Oh, of course, yes. I have something worthwhile to trade for the service. Will you do it?
I'll find your supplies.
Excellent. My tools are in Ancient Pearl, and the drugs are in Lover's Bay.
Ancient Pearl is pretty big. Where exactly did you leave your tools?
In the clinic at Vrisa Fort.
Where exactly in Lover's Bay should I look?
At the leader house in Midilini, northeast of the temple.
Okay, something just occurred to me. She's wearing the
I'll come
Amazon
back with
gear
your
set,
supplies.
The faster you
which
do, the
fits
sooner
her.
I can help the workers.
What does Alexios get? I know I had said earlier that it would actually be kind of amusing to see him in this. Okay, Lover's Bay. So this is Midilini. I'll have to wait. I'm just unsure. Isn't? Yes, this is Midilini. I've been to both these places. Do I have them already? No, I don't. Alright, I'm gonna clear this and then maybe take care of that. Well, yeah, I will take care of that.
I'll go get the tools and drugs.
I have to look. No, I don't. That's kind of annoying. But yeah, it's like these guys, they need help. I can't help. That's motivation. New Colossus, it's not presented that way. It's just they're Nazis, we should kill them. Let's do it. And also some, there's a time element too with BJ, because he at least believes he is dying, and arguably, yeah, he is dying. They come up with the solution to that, though. It's a silly, ridiculous solution, but to be fair, what else would you expect or want? Okay, where is it? Who's this last one? No. Is it behind, maybe? Huh. See, it's also, no matter what, they know it's you. That's another reason that I don't like destroying these.
Look at these vineyards. Even Marcos couldn't make shitty wine with these grapes.
Oh, that's 1, 2, 3. Jesus, how big is this place? And what is over there? Oh, that's actually okay, that's for the thing over there's probably actually. Oh, okay. Oh, all the way over here. That's probably where the Gorgon is. I'm hoping for a ding, so I can find that last chest. Not hearing it though. That'll be it. Now, one thing I will grant, and I think I've talked about this previously, I don't really know how this is an Assassin's Creed game. It's set in the universe, that's clear, but it's not. It doesn't seem to be about the assassin. Now, true, I've been not doing the story. Come on, let me move.
Let's go.
Why did it not go boom?
Easy.
Oh, I guess this is 2D. Yeah, the horse can tread water.
Come on.
Oh. Yeah, there's still a 2 here. I'll hit this one, then the other one, since that's on my way.
Let's go.
Back, you brutes! Back!
Come on.
The beasts. The teeth. Too many teeth. You saved me in my work, too. A cure for the statues in the Petrified Valley.
Why would stone need to be cured?
Surely, you've seen their faces frozen in terror. They're not mere objects, but humans trapped in stone.
You're saying they're sick?
I'm not sure why it's happening. I'm merely a scholar looking for a cure. An elixir that will not only heal, but prevent this horrible affliction once and for all.
Something's turning people into stone, and you can make them flesh and blood again? Impressive.
Yes. Well, not exactly. Not yet. It will be perfected through more trials.
I'm going to be
But I
facing
only have one dose of elixir left.
a Gorgon
In
or
order to make
Medusa.
more, I would require a few ingredients.
This may be
But
useful.
I'm in no condition to gather them.
What do you need?
Just a few items found all over Vineyard Canyon. If you can get them for me, I'll reward you with a dose of my elixir.
I'll
You got
gather
it.
what you need.
Excellent. Now listen closely to these ingredients. I require a cluster of bear dung mushrooms, some cone snail bile, and a bouquet of hellebore.
How did these statues come to be?
I don't rightly know. A curse of the gods, the riding dread. If you wish to see for yourself, you shouldn't do it without my elixir.
What is a hellebore?
Hellebore is a flowering plant you can find growing atop the highest mountain in Vineyard Canyon.
Where can I find these mushrooms?
They grow on fresh bear dung. There's a cave in the mountains south of the road to Mytilene where you can usually find them.
Where can I find cone snails?
Cone snails are drawn to the warm currents of the eastern shoreline. My favorite spot is by Sark Bay. Make sure the bile is fresh.
I'll go collect your ingredients.
Come to my workshop on the hill east of Mytilene when you have everything.
A cave, a mountain, and the shoreline. Could these items be in 3 more different places?
It's not that bad. Okay. I do kind of wonder, what will these ancient tablets be used for eventually? Wait, why is that not cleared? It should be.
Off we go now.
Interesting. Oh, okay, now it's clear. Yeah, okay. Go up and grab it now.
fountain. The hellebore should be here somewhere.
Is that it? Oh. Alright, so that's one. And now I wonder how many people, if this even gets watched, are even gonna know what the hell that reference was for. Old Tootsie Pop commercial. A boy asks the wise owl, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Sorry, Tootsie Pop. And the owl licks once. What? No, once. No, it is 1 lick, 2 lick, 3 lick, and then just bites down and eats it. It's like 3. And he goes 1, 2, 3, 3. Oh, I did see a shark there.
The shipwreck. The cone snails must be close by.
Ah, damn it. Where did that go? There was one, I think. If I can climb up onto this. Come on. Although, oh wait, yeah, that's right. There. The funny thing about that commercial, I don't think I'm old enough to actually know it. It's just like it was on. Oh, no, I guess it did actually run late enough. Because it was, you know, like when it was a classic commercial, sort of like the M&M's Christmas commercial, where they find Santa actually comes and is delivering presents, and they go, he does exist, and the yellow one faints. Oh no, I think it's the red one that faints, because the yellow one believes in Santa. Of course Santa's there, there's nothing surprising there. But Santa also faints upon seeing them and exclaims, they're real. It's like a classic one you still see today, despite it actually being a rather old commercial. Well, not today. Oh god, I hope we don't see that today. It's the middle of October. But it is true, you do start seeing...
This is the right area.
Not yet,
The cave with the mushrooms should be close.
You do start seeing ads way too soon for Christmas stuff. I mean, depending on Christmas music, I don't necessarily care if it starts that early. It depends, but... No, fun fact. Santa's costume being red is not how it originally was. Originally the costume was black, which made sense because when you slide down chimneys you get soot on your clothes, it turns them black. It was changed as part of a Coca-Cola marketing campaign though, and the campaign was that frickin' successful. What? I didn't really say it down. So I would need to go all the way. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, it was that tremendously successful that everybody now see Santa being in a red suit. Also, just one funny thing into my mind, another impact of Coca-Cola marketing campaigns, and undoubtedly other things too. People thinking that polar bears are cute. I've met someone who used to live in Alaska and talked about how, no, polar bears suck, because they will just kill you. They don't, without reason. It's like, you don't have to bother them at all. They'll just decide to kill you. And they are the largest bear. What the heck? Why is there just randomly an alpha bear there?
Come on.
But it's like, other bears, you can, if you don't bother them, it's possible for them not to bother you. I think.
That must
I
be
don't know.
Vrisa Fort.
Unfortunately, I've never really had to deal with bears. But not with polar bears, apparently. But you got that image of the cute baby polar bear trying to open up a Coca-Cola.
They'll be on high alert here.
So people think they're cute. Oh god. I'm sorry, I also just thought about the people getting injured trying to take selfies. Like, oh man, that was a while ago. The guy that tried to take a selfie with a poisonous snake and ended up getting bit. And he needed like all the anti-venom at the hospital, which is worth like over $100,000. Oh, that's right. Yeah, this would have reset. Because I did the conquest mission. Yep. I was thinking it seems weird they reset, but nope. That's why it reset. Yep.
Let's go.
All right. Yeah, let's just fast travel. Now I'm trying to think, what other marketing campaigns? Sorry, there's no need for it to be at 100 FPS right now. I do know one other thing. The correct pronunciation of the word is harassment, not harassment. But, oh, who was it? It was a sports commentator that's pronouncing it as harassment, putting ass in the word. And I don't remember the exact context aside from just to call somebody an ass. But that is what is stuck for the pronunciation today. But it's like, even in America, the correct pronunciation is actually harassment. But because of that one guy, it's now very commonly pronounced as harassment. Of course, you know, to be fair, if you're harassing someone, you are an ass. So, I mean, yeah.
The leader house.
That's just how that is. At least in my opinion. Trick can be recognizing what is and is not harassment, though. I don't actually want to. Well, maybe I will, just because he's there and apparently sleeping.
The watch will be vigilant here. These must be the drugs the physician wanted. I have what the physician asked for. I should take it back to the vineyard.
Alright. See, now that was worth it. Though I'm not going to do the conquest battle. I really don't want to. Yes, there. And overturning the other thing. Okay. Okay, this is way in. I was just wondering, how do I get in? Looked like the front door was... Oh, no, the side door was closed. Didn't see the front door.
You're back. Do you have the ingredients?
I do.
Very good. Now I'll be able to make a new store of elixir. But first, I need to make sure it's safe for human consumption. The vial on the table is my last dose. I saved it especially for you.
I'm not drinking anything with bear dung mushroom in it.
Don't be silly. Drink it and you'll be impervious to petrifaction.
I'm not sure about this.
What? You believe my elixir works, don't you?
If it does what you say it does, I'd be a fool not to drink it.
That wasn't really lying.
Drink it all down. I noticed something while testing the elixir on my life subjects. We all turn to stone when we're dead. They're not statues! They're my children!
So, I'm just... When she said they're not statues, they're my children, does she mean she killed her kids? Or is she, like, just sculpting them and considers them, like, children? I don't... I'm unsure. Elixir knife? Hang on, I wanna put something on this. Alright. I was hoping it would actually be something like it is poison damage only, but not the case. Yeah, I know I need to do that one.
Move!
That was weird. Oh, hang on. I just realized I hadn't turned off the chill. There's a part of me that does want to just leave it up. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Yes, I want it off. Yeah, that actually I really do, because I'm still capturing media, so I don't, including video. So I don't want the video to be the video frame rate to be compromised by chill. So having it on sometimes I don't think is an issue, and I honestly don't know what. Well, no, there will be some more video that I will capture, like fighting boss fights. I like having those. Also the messages.
Thank you. These are specialized items. I couldn't have replaced them in time.
Oh, my grapes are saved!
I get the feeling that's all you've cared about from the start.
Without grapes, there is no work. By healing the workers, you've saved my farm. Take this.
Alright. Alright. Actually, no, I want to head there. I have a reasoning for going there first. I want to try, because more spots will be uncovered, most likely, once I enter the region. I want to focus on that, then come around to the boss fight. Though, before getting into the boss fight, I may need to do other things first. But still, I
I should try to stay out of sight.
I'm gonna be criticizing the red zone setup. Okay, that's a little freaky. Just the wall of fog there. Like, that was ominous. Very ominous. That's glowing like first civilization stuff.
Come on. Off we go now. Move.
Oh, okay. So there is just a fog area here. Okay. I'm shaking my head at that one. Alright, I'm gonna go this way. Romancing the Stone is a movie starring... Oh, crap. Why can't I think of his name? I'm only thinking of the wrong person now. I can picture him, though. He plays Hank Pym in the Ant-Man movies. Wow, why can I not think of the name? That makes me very, very sad, because I should remember his name, because I should remember his father's name. And I can't. I just cannot think of it for some reason. It's just not coming to me. But he started. Wait, isn't that him? Damn it, now I need to look that up. I think it is. It might be somebody else, though. Okay, Michael Douglas. So yes, that is who I was thinking of. I just couldn't think of the name. Does star him. Good. And Father Cook Douglas. I just, for whatever reason, could not think of the name. Either of their names, which is really sad, because they are... There's some good movies in the names, especially Cook Douglas. Spartacus, good movie. Definitely someone who could be better. Oh crap, now I can't think of that name. That movie name. Very good movie. 7 Days in May. That's also a very good movie. Very good Cook Douglas movie. Also Burt Lancaster movie. Really, really good. And almost was very different. If you've seen the movie, then you'll understand. If you haven't, then you're gonna have no idea what I'm talking about with this. Initially, the role of the general was going to be given to Kirk Douglas, not Burt Lancaster. But it was Lancaster who suggested it be changed, that the roles be changed. Even though, arguably, the general, the role of the general is a smaller role, and he was the bigger star of the two, at least at the time. But it worked so well. He did an absolutely amazing job as the general. That it completely the right call. Completely the right call. What is that? What is that movie? It's a World War I era movie. Well, it's set in World War I as the era. Kirk Douglas. And it is a very interesting and also disturbing movie. And that part of it is about 3 people, and it's covering the French army. And that Is it that all three? At least one of them, I think it actually might be all three of them, are going to be executed for desertion, which, yeah, you commit that, that's what happens to you in the army. But Kirk Douglas is playing the character who is investigating this, and he basically finds that, at least for some of it, and it's been a while since I've seen the full movie, that, well, really, it was the general in charge.
My name's Galarnos. I'll pay you to get me out of here.
Go.
Never will I. Free at last.
But that the general had essentially ordered to fire on his own troops. And instead of actually addressing that, instead the rest of the generals decided to cover it up, just reassign him. And so you had 3 people executed that, instead of a general being even prosecuted, despite the general being competent and costing a great many lives. Man, what was that film? It's part of what makes this such a good film is just the cinematography for it. And just how it has a very noir quality to it, despite it being technically a war film. It's very good.
Please, accept this drachmi as thanks. I tried to trade it for my freedom, but those crazy malakas only wanted my blood.
No problem. Alright, back to that. And I'm afraid I am more familiar with Kirk Douglas movies than I am with Michael Douglas movies. In case you were wondering. What's another good Kirk Douglas film that's coming to mind? I haven't actually seen it, but the time he plays Van Gogh, I think it was? I know that is a Spectre movie. I can't even recall if I've seen it. Where the hell is... Oh, there. I have seen the Charlton Heston movie where he plays Michelangelo. It's been a long time. But I have seen that. That also was a good film. You know, it's one film, it's Charlton Heston film. Well, he's in it. It's really a Gregory Peck film. Come on. But they both do so excellent jobs. We have a land shark. Fade away. Thank you. The Big Country. Really a very good movie. Based on a book too. Haven't read the book. But also has a very good soundtrack. That is.
Who loots a ship for materials, and not the dead for drachmi?
Good question. Yeah, oh man, the Big Country. That is one of those movies that saw it just being played on Turner Classic Movies one day, watched it, and it's like, wow, that's a wonderful movie. And it's on Blu-ray, which made both me and my parents quite happy because we were able to get, just purchase copies. At some point I would like to read the book, but it's... Man, me and my reading habits is weird. I write more than I read. At least when it comes to, like, definitely when it comes to actual literature. News, not so much. I definitely read more news than I write up. But when it comes to literature, no, I write more than I read. It's kind of weird.
Come on.
Seriously, I wasn't in a red zone, though. I don't like that. But hey, you want to come and fight me? Bring it. Okay, so yeah, this is a ruined fort, so these are bandits then. And none of... Okay, there is a captain. That's it. And a puzzle. That is not appropriate. I was targeting one and it changed. While I was holding down the button. That... You know what occurs to me? If I'm gonna talk about classics, I should talk about classic games, just classic movies. Or just games, other games in general. This isn't fair because some people may think I'm comparing it to this one, and I might not always be able to do that. I guess I could talk about one thing, like, my favorite stories for games. There's one. I never... I probably should not tell this. But in one game of League of Legends, this was years ago, I haven't touched that game for so long. But I once pulled something off. The Twisted Fate I was against had to have been just angry. Because he twice tried to take advantage of a situation where I was alone and weak. I mean, he should have been able to just warp down and kill me. That is exactly what should have happened. But the second time, fortunately, there was a teammate nearby in the bushes that came over and stopped that. And he was waiting. He knew that was going to happen. Like that is what the situation was going to result in. So I survived that. But the other, oh my god, I was solo bottom as Mordecai's, and this is important. And I was up against two opponents there, and I was actually managing them. Not too bad, but I was also pushing, and I should not have been. I know I should not have been. I very much should not have been pushing them, because I was just overextending. Don't do that when you're alone. Well, because I was pushing, I was being aggressive enough. I leveled up quick enough. I had my ult, which Mordecai's is ult. Put a dot on an enemy, and that's nice. The main reason why I would actually do that, though, is I would just drop that on... I dropped that on one of the enemies and then I ran. Because I didn't care about the dodge, except that it also gave me health. It was a health on hit kind of thing. So I was weak, I needed health. I will drop that and then I will run, so I'm gaining health. as I'm running away? Well, I'm running away and the Twisted Fate pops down to try to kill me. And it should have. He threw his attack. It is in the air. It is coming at me. And then something I don't think any of us expected to happen happened. Like me, the Twisted Fate, maybe even the guy it also happened to. Mordekaiser's ultimate. That dot killed that enemy. Here's the thing though. When that dot kills an enemy, you get a pet. A clone of that enemy as a pet. That clone spawned immediately between me and the Twisted Fate and took the hit that would have killed me. It was amazing, and I wish that was something I could have a replay of. But sadly I don't. Because just, I mean, it was astounding to me, and I just immediately start spam clicking for the pet to attack the Twisted Fate as I continue running. Because there was no way I should be in that fight. And I made it. I managed to escape. He didn't manage to kill me. And he had to have been so ticked. I mean, I would have been laughing about it too, but I still would have been pissed. That just, the game did that to me. It's like, why would the game do this to me? Why? I haven't touched that or another MOBA in years. Well, another MOBA to legitimately play it. And by that, I mean, I've never played them illegitimately. But, like, I've tried Heroes of the Storm, and I've tried Dota 2, but in both cases, it was purely... Okay. Okay. Somewhere in here. Because it's at the bottom of the river we sleep. The ancient pearl, I'm assuming a boat. Halfway through in blue is what I read. Okay, halfway through. I don't know, it's gonna be somewhere in there though. But yeah, so I mean, I only played those two just to see how it was. Haven't touched them since. Because I don't care for MOBAs that much. It's like, yeah, I'm playing with friends, that's one thing, but
come on.
Not so much. Not so much with those. Don't really have friends. And also with Dota 2, it's like everything's unlocked immediately. I got no idea which one I should be playing. And it's overwhelming. It's a horrible design. That's one advantage that League of Legends has, or had, I don't know, it's been years and years. Since I last touched that game. But with that, it had was it weekly that there were free champions to play as? And they reset every week? It's like, that's great as a new player. Because now it's okay, you don't have a selection of 40, you have a selection of 8. Pick one that seems fun. It's like, that's perfect. That's how that is just so fun. Alright. So, bottom of the river. Which, this is not a deep river. This actually looks like this should be it. Because we star-crossed lovers. Is that what it said? Hang on, what is this? Okay, so I just saw an email, and it is actually an important email. I don't need to take care of it right now, though. Don't need to take care of it right now. Tonight, though, I do need to. at the bottom of the river we began to sleep. Okay, he... Alright. So it was coming to Eros, which is here. So I would think then that means I need to go down this way. That's something like it's under the bridge that had grown and creaked. I'm not seeing anything. Actually, I shouldn't take the horse. Oh wait, there's another bridge up there. I mean, I guess I can take the horse. I don't need to look. I shouldn't need to be looking for the interactive prompt. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me look at this again. Okay, anyway. This is very confusing. Alright, let me just... This is Eros. Yeah, so it's describing, hey, I was taking a boat to get to this city. Halfway through, it broke, and it sunk. Groaned and creaked at the bottom of the river. We began to sleep. Where is this ancient pearl, though? Oh, this is ancient pearl. Okay. Okay, then it might... It's right here. It's the bridge broke. It's not a, thing. Not a boat. It's a bridge. Alright, so let's go over there then. I want to take care of that right now. What other things are there I can talk about? I want to be able to just talk. Right now, I feel like talking. And I say that immediately followed by silence. I think there's this to talk about. What may follow this? What could the next Assassin's Creed game be? And also, will it be released next year? That's another one that's actually a good question. I mean, I'm happy with this game, and I'm not sure exactly how they pulled off it being a year after Origins. Well, actually, no, I take that back. I can think of one way to explain that. That would make some sense. Yeah, that could make sense. Because they took a year off, they said, in order to just basically sit down, figure out how should the franchise move forward. One idea that just came to me, and how these two games, Odyssey and Origins, don't seem to have an obvious link. At least not yet. I could believe it being something like, these were two ideas. Like, the two ideas that were most enjoyed by the people. But Origins, I can see that being we feel that this is gonna be the one that'll be better to start to reboot the franchise with.
Fish and not just...
Your face looks more sour than this fishy stink.
Why shouldn't I be sour, huh? My no-good son sailed off with my boat and should have been back hours ago. Probably showing off for that Mytilene girl. Ugh.
He's probably just lost track of time. I'm sure he'll be back, eventually.
Of course he'll be back eventually. But I need him back now. These fish are not going to skin themselves, you know. Say, have you got time for an errand? Go look for my boy on the bay bordering the Petrified Valley and Ancient Pearl. And when you find him, scare him a bit to teach him a lesson. I'll pay you for it.
It's just over there.
I'll do it.
Good. You find him, and I'll tan his hide.
And where exactly is this bay?
Fisherman's Bay is northeast of here and runs through the middle of our island. You can't miss it.
Tell me more about the girl.
I don't know, some Mytilene, lovely, full of history and poetry from that school over there. She keeps my boy's head in the clouds instead of focused on his work.
Let's quit chatting so I can go find your son.
See that you do. I'll pay you, and then my boy's hide will pay for taking my boat out.
Okay. Let me just... It's nothing too specific. Alright. But yeah, I could see it
Time
being
to search
something like
Fisherman's Bay.
this, and Origins were the two proposed. Origins 1 for being the first of them out, but I could see being this was a second idea, another idea. I don't want to say second as though it necessarily came second or was considered second best. It could just been considered second appropriate for doing this.
She must face justice.
But you look a little familiar.
The gods are real. Help me, please.
Silence, snake.
Lighter skin, a little bit, would look just like the
We will
anime.
bring this evil creature to justice.
They're lost in paranoia. They think I sacrificed my Ligia to the creature in the forest.
Hold your forked tongue. This walking curse is in league with the writhing dread.
She just looks scared to me.
Please, the creature took Ligia. If I die here, who will save her?
I'll save Ligia and kill any creature that tries to stop me.
What are you saying? She will lead you to the petrified temple and your doom.
What exactly is this creature?
Evil, heartless, unknowable.
We must end this girl before she leads the writhing dread right to us.
The forest where the creature lives. Where is it?
Beyond the petrified temple, north of here. A damned place, haunted by shade and filled with cursed stone. At its center lie ancient ruins, from which few return.
You mentioned Ligia. She's...
Beyond beauty, beyond grace. A daughter of Artemis. Brave, not like me.
What dark prize did the writhing dread offer for her
She
soul?
lives, Mystios. I know it.
This writhing dread has let Ligia live. We'll need to move now. Follow me.
Careful. These people are driven by fear.
The girl's coming with me. I'd suggest not standing in our way.
She's whispered spells in your ear, Mystios. Citizens, we must save our city, and these interlopers must bleed.
Hide in the temple. I'll deal with this.
No!
No, there. I did. The hell? I did kill them. He's dead. Now he's dead over there. I have a feeling there's something else. Here, let me try reload it. I think I want this. Oh, now load up this one. It's either... No, that should be after picking up the mission. So this would be before this, romancing the stone garden. Okay. Alright, see. It fixed it, though. It did fix it.
You're safe now.
Safe? I don't want to be safe, Misthios. I want to look deep into Lygia's eyes just once more, even if it kills me.
Love might be the end of us all, but it's a price worth paying.
I polished Charon's drachmi long ago, Misthios. I'm ready.
You know, I don't want to call you forever.
My name's Breeze.
Kassandra.
Lygia's waiting for me, Kassandra. If I'd been captured, I'd never have to wait for her.
Then let's not disappoint her. Where was she taken?
From our sanctuary, the Dread Ruins in the Petrified Valley.
And you're surprised she was taken by a creature?
It's not safe here. We need to leave the city.
Okay, I had a feeling we were gonna grab the two horses that were conveniently placed here. There's a frickin' bear sitting there. Nope. Yeah, as I was saying, I could see this being like the other. So then what would be either the third idea or the first idea following Origins and its success? Because remember, these games take probably like 2-3... What is up with this? I'm sorry, I'm just noticing the heavy stutter that is not in the game. It really... You know, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop and try to restart OBS. This is absurd and very wrong how it is performing. It should not be this bad at all. So I'm gonna just stop, close OBS, start it back up. Hopefully YouTube on its own combines the videos, but that's what I get. All right, should be back. Show log files. Let me look at this. The previous one. May not continue going tonight, though. That's it?
This place is ours, Lygia's and mine. A forbidden place for forbidden love.
Not much of a love nest. I've seen more romantic funerals.
I found scraps of her clothes leading to the writhing Dread's lair. Please, we need to hurry.
Time to find Lygia. You lead the way.
When? Okay, that's already cool. Yeah, that's interesting. That definitely does look like the first level of civilization effect, just glowing at
these trees? I shouldn't be here.
They spook Phobos, so I can't call them?
What is this place? It's empty of life.
Interesting. I wanted to look at the petrified guy.
We enter the realm of the writhing dread. Listen. It's as if sound itself is afraid of what the fog veils.
It's getting hard to breathe. Even the air is dead. Oh, these statues are unnervingly lifelike. Their faces are contorted in fear.
It destroys all living things. transforming them to stone and leaving them frozen in fear for all eternity.
I have a feeling they'll be released once I kill
If Ligia,
the thing.
if she's stone, how will we bury her? She'll never meet Charon. Ligia! Ligia!
Bounty Hunter's following
Please,
us.
wait! Malaka! Better go after her.
I find that funny. I wonder what the explanation is going to be for why these temples don't exist in modern day.
Ligia! That's her! Kassandra, she's alive!
We need to get inside. But I see no openings, and the walls are too smooth to climb.
She shouldn't be in there. She should be in my arms. Her breath, her smell. Every night we'd meet at the dread ruins. I was late, just once. I wanted to find her a rose. Something as perfect as she is. This is my fault. If I'd gotten there in time.
Then you'd both be trapped inside.
Together?
You were searching for a rose. A gift. Never regret an act of kindness, Brice.
Thank you.
What do you know about this place?
Ligia is a daughter of Artemis. Her people trained here long ago. A legend tells of an ancient artifact they recovered in a pit full of snakes. She believed they still had it, hidden in their village on Chios.
I'll find it.
There's also a mercenary, a man who claims he killed the creature.
Impossible.
But many believe him. He might know something.
Okay, so this is set up.
You said
for-
Ligia knew how to get into the lair.
Sort of like with the mentor.
Where exactly is the key?
The daughters of Artemis hide their most prized possessions in a cave in their village. It's protected by wild beasts and fierce warriors. The key is shaped like a disc. If they have it, it will be there.
This mercenary, the slayer of the Writhing Dread. Where can I find him?
He waits in a temple atop the hill in Ancient Pearl. Champions from all over seek to challenge him to build their reputations, but there is no way he killed the creature. If he did, how was Ligia taken?
Did you see the creature yourself?
I guess Ligia is not
No,
a creature.
but only the Writhing Dread would be strong enough to take Ligia. She's too fierce. And too stubborn.
I'll find a way inside, and then I'll kill this creature.
And I'll find Ligia the rose I should have given her that night. Someone, I tell you, in another time will remember us.
The poet Sappho.
Our favorite. Please, Kassandra, hurry.
The region of the Ancient Pearl.
Alright. No. I'll go that way. Yeah, I should just throw something down there. Yeah, cannot... won't even whistle. Wow. But cannot call for Phobos. It's scary. Too scary for him. You know, it's funny, in other games... yeah, well, no, I guess not in Origins. But in other games, like, the ability to manipulate or select a horse based on its tolerance for fear. It's like how courageous is the horse is a thing. Nope, not here. Horse, it's just a fight. Yeah, I know, I'm just going away from the horse. But at least now I know I got him. He's here. Maybe that's the boat.
There's Fisherman's Bay. There's the fishing boat. But where's the fisherman's son?
I did have to kill a big shark.
There's blood in the water. The fisherman's son. The fisherman's son. Looks like he got tangled up in the net trying to haul a heavy load of fish. Slipped, then the weight of the net dragged him down.
I'll take the boat back. I know it's not asked for, but I would have been an advocate for it. If you can, then yeah, I should have to take both back. As sort of a, you know, least Kassandra could do. Or Alexios. Yeah, I'm very curious what the differences between an Alexios playthrough and a Kassandra playthrough are. There really is a part of me that hopes that it still does have him being corrupted by the cult. That's just part of it. Just, I know it would be a lot weirder and harder to do, but I mean, you don't have to be the good guy, the assassin of this per se. And just, it would be so much more interesting because this would also be such a larger challenge too. A challenge to the designers, the storytellers. That's what I mean.
Any word on my son?
Your son is dead. Drowned in his fishing net.
No. My boy. My poor boy. I pushed him too hard.
I'm not gonna lie to him. It was... Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that too, because that's... Did it say northeastern? Because northwest would be up here. No, northeastern, ancient... Oh, ancient pearl. I figure I'm nearby, I might as well do this. It seems like the bandwidth has leveled out, so it's behaving better.
There's the temple on the hill.
Oh, that's convenient.
Excuse me?
We're born into darkness and rise up to the greatest peaks, before descending into darkness once more.
A warrior and a sophist. This is a first.
It is not philosophy. It's truth. Learned through violence, fate, and seeing evil. True evil.
You're talking about the writhing dread?
The creature. When it ambushed us outside, we thought only of survival. My spear allowed me to stay out of its gaze. I was lucky. My friends weren't.
Tell me how you were able to defeat the creature.
It all happened so fast. We had a plan to break into the temple and corner it, but it ambushed us before we got inside. There was no time for strategy after that.
Why go after the creature in the first place?
We were hired to steal an ancient item from within its lair by masked soldiers.
Tell me about the item they wanted you to steal.
Truth is, I don't even think they knew exactly what it is. After I killed the creature, I went to search the lair, but it was sealed.
Give me that spear.
We are warriors. To let it go without a fight would be to dishonor my fallen friends. Let's go!
Nothing special about this spear.
Huh. So... that makes me wonder then. Okay, I need to go to Kios for both of these. Let's do. Alright. I know I should just be stopping, especially if there's... well, yeah, it's weird. YouTube is not complaining right now. And OBS does seem happier, so... Ooh, that was my ankle, in case you were wondering. I've seen that name before, Mastic Farm. No. No. No, no. 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 Here. Okay. That's right here then. Alright. I'm ignoring you.
Off we go now. This cave looks like a thief's hideout. This definitely is not a traveler. He must live nearby. This was a very busy thief.
Oh, I didn't even notice there was also one down here. I'll head down there then. Then come up to take care of the farm.
Onward!
Come on. Oh, I hate having to pop those, but I gotta do it.
Let's go. Let's go. These mastic trees are crying. Tears of Heos, that is. Off we go now. Let's go.
You really do not want to be there, dude.
Come on. Move. Ella.
I might as well take that one now and then get up into that area. Considering she's doing that with a spear on her back and technically a hell of a lot of other gear just somewhere on her body, on her person, and it would be the same for Alexios too, that's really impressive that she could do that. I was like, just think about how many pairs of greaves she has on her. Whew.
Come on.
Well, yeah. Definitely Minecraft Steve is gonna be stronger. But what was it that they figured out? Somebody actually did the math. Because if you consider the weight of a cubic meter of solid gold, okay, because that's how big a block is, it's a meter in Minecraft. He can carry them in stacks of 64, and there's, what's that, 36 slots you can carry them in. It adds up. And he's like this absurdly strong character as a result. I think that is the one I want. Yeah. You want to come, you come. Oh, good. Really close. It's not so well. Doing this.
Off we go now. Yeah.
I'll enjoy killing you!
I guess Kassandra felt like leading that man on. She's using her spear instead of her wit and charm. I didn't even realize I had done that. Alright, let's just walk here. I'm gonna set a quest of... We'll select the quest of killing the bears. And then I'm gonna stop. It's at 3 hours. There was some issues and I got... That shows back up. I got a couple emails I need to reply to. You know what, I'll also just run through these. Really should upgrade some of this stuff. It's like I have beyond enough resources. Holy shit. That's 12,000. And that's the lowest of these three. And there's no point in that one. Alright. Just Etsy. 78.5 hours. Alright. See you next time.